Good morning and happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Morning Sprint. I'm Brittany Weir, bringing you some of the top stories of the day. If you have any questions or comments, always feel free to put those in the comment section below and I will take a look at them. We're going to start today with some updates that could be happening to mask mandates on transportation. So the federal public transportation mask mandate, this expires on Monday. So that's unless the Biden administration extends it. The White House says the CDC will release a new framework in the next few days to help make that decision. Right now, people have to wear masks when using public transportation like planes, trains, and buses. And many U.S. airlines say they'd like to see that mask mandate end. Well, but COVID cases are starting to tick up in some parts of the country. Philadelphia is the first major U.S. city to reinstate its mask mandate for indoor public spaces. And when it comes to traveling safely, location matters. CDC says a trip to most countries in Europe would be very high risk right now. And we want to hear from you what your thoughts are on this. If you're someone who travels frequently, taking trains, buses, planes, what would you like to see happen? Do you think we should keep that mask mandate? Or do you think it's time that we get rid of it and people can travel without having to bring that mask with them? Again, put that in the comment section below and I will give it a look in just a little bit. All right, moving on to a story out of Danville. A Danville wife and mother of three is pleading people to come forward after her husband was killed in a hit and run. 26-year-old Tyler Herndon was killed in a crash on Franklin Turnpike 2 weekends ago. And his wife was just 50 feet ahead of him when she watched him crash his motorcycle in the rear view mirror. And police have been able to find the black four-door car they say was involved. However, there aren't any suspects yet. Tyler's wife says while there's nothing that could bring him back, she does want justice for her family.
Somebody knows something, I know you do, you know you do, the person knows that they do. You're just as guilty as if you're helping them hide. You are just as guilty and it's going to come down on you too.
Police are asking those who live in the area between the gas house on Franklin Turnpike and Orphanage Road or in the Shadow Wood neighborhood to check their doorbell and security cameras for video. And if you do have any information on this, you are asked to contact police. And again, just remember, if you are in near the gas house on Franklin Turnpike and Orphanage Road or the Shadow Wood neighborhood, make sure you're checking those cameras just to see if anything was caught there. And now onto an incredible story that you're going to want to take a look at these photos. A man and his dog are lucky to be alive after he says a tractor trailer went over his car on I-81 Sunday night in Rockbridge County, just south of Lexington. Look at those photos and the damage that was done to that car. Well, these are just the pictures of Toby Hung's car after the incident. He says the roof caved in, all airbags deployed, and the front and back windshields were blown out. Somehow, both he and his pup were able to walk away unharmed. Thankfully, we are so thankful that they are okay because that looks really bad and it could have been a lot worse. Well, Hong says that the driver of the tractor trailer did not stop and Virginia State Police are still investigating this. So they're obviously looking to find the person who was driving that tractor trailer. But again, we are so thankful that they're okay. And you saw the picture of his little pup there too, who sure was very frightened. But a good ending to a very scary situation. All right, and then one last story for you. Local volunteers with the Danville nonprofit God's Pick crew are in Georgia this week, helping to clean up after a devastating tornado. The tornado was part of many powerful storms across the South last week. Volunteers are cutting trees, removing debris, and tarping roofs. Volunteers are also handing out a tractor trailer load of blessing buckets filled with food, personal and hygiene items, and Bibles. So just a local organization helping out in any way that they can and giving back. And you can see those blessing buckets right there on your screen. God's Pit Group volunteers are also working to send blessing buckets to Texas, Louisiana, and even overseas to help Ukrainian refugees. So a lot of hands helping out there and trying to do what they can, obviously, to help a very sad situation. But let me know if you have any comments or any questions on any of these stories that I just shared with you. I'm going to take a second and look to see if we have any coming through at the moment. We have a couple coming through from Loretta, who says good morning, and she says she wears her mask all the time, no travel here, but still wears it, just wants to stay safe. So thank you for sharing your opinions about that. We appreciate that. Again, always looking for comments and input for anyone who watches here live, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or on our website. We stream this on all 3 of those platforms. And again, if you have any questions about any of the stories that I share, we have the full articles for you available on WSLS.com. Going to take one last look to see if we have any more new comments coming in. I don't see any more new ones coming in, but again, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. If you ever have any story ideas, please send those to our email. That's news@WSLS.com. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the beautiful weather we're about to have.